Dude, this is where we get a lot of viewers on. Well, I say a lot of viewers for us on YouTube. Maybe not a lot of viewers for successful YouTube or podcast channels, but like our what was the last one we did, Josh?
The Beast Within.
The Beast Within. I think it's got like 22 views already.
That's pretty
On
good.
Twitch?
Yeah, well on YouTube
On YouTube.
after I uploaded it.
Don't you lose faith, Josh. You got me here now. I'm gonna bring the life of the party.
Oh my god.
Dude, I did it with him and Daniel, bro. I mean, I brought so much energy to that podcast, bro. I did. That's right. Get the young generation here now. I get the Gen X. Am I that? Am I that? No. Gen Z? I don't know what I am.
Your Gen
I'm
something.
really hoping I don't lose connection. I did. I really hope so. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Let me pull up this page real quick for this movie. I can't wait to hear Billy's thoughts of this movie.
That's right. I forgot to fucking get the background information on it.
Yeah. Why do I think it was the Beast Within? That's one you guys already did. Dude, we need to do a podcast on the white worm layer or whatever it was called.
Lair of the White Worm.
Dude, oh man, we gotta do a podcast. That movie's crazy. Josh, you ever seen that movie before?
I haven't.
Oh man, dude. Okay. I've got some trivia pulled up in this movie.
All right. And I've got some stuff pulled up also. Josh is looking
Okay.
at his phone. He's pulling something up also. He's pulling up a Burger King menu.
Do they have Burger King in Sweden?
Like, there's 2 in Stockholm. Stockholm's a city of 2 million people.
I bet they are packed all the time. That's probably the
Yeah,
best.
pretty-
That's probably the best business that Burger King does.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because you can go to
How
them
far are you
around.
from Stockholm?
How far am I away?
Yeah, from Stockholm.
I mean, I live in Stockholm.
I was about to say. I thought
Oh.
you lived in Stockholm.
Oh. Wait, Bill, what were you gonna say a minute ago? I cut you
Oh
off.
no, I was just gonna say like you can go to a Burger King around here, and there's hardly any wait.
Oh yeah, pretty much. But I bet
I like
quality of the
Burger
food-
King, personally.
Well,
I don't have anything against Burger King.
I do.
I prefer it over
Freaking-
McDonald's.
Hey yo, nah, bro, you crazy, Josh. Nah, buddy, what are you talking about, dude? Have you had their chicken nuggets?
It's a
They don't taste like
traffic
real
cone.
meat. What? Who said that? What happened?
Peyton said it. He's watching this on Twitch. He said, "Hey yo, it's a traffic cone."
No, he didn't. Stop. Oh, I gotta pull up your stream real quick on Twitch. What the fuck? Peyton, come on, dude. Oh, Peyton. I didn't know you're alive yet. Alright, well, that's cool. Hello, Peyton. Oh, let's see.
Yeah. So, anyways, you should check out Louder Milk, Josh. I think you might like it.
Yeah, I've got it on my IMDb watch list, so apparently I have, like, gotten wind of it, and that it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, before we start recording, just let me know. We can do all this Twitch bullshit. But I'm gonna need to, like, refill my coffee.
I usually let you know before we start recording.
Okay. So don't sneak up on me with
I
a...
wasn't gonna change the way we
Sneak
do
attack.
things. Yeah.
Just because Chris is on.
Secretly
That's
fucking put
right.
your gourd.
Mr. Williams over here.
That's me. Hello, boys and girls of the world. I'm here. I'm excited to be here.
This is
Now-
gonna be fun.
That's right. No, wait, Josh, I do have a question. What do you have against this movie again, man? What's wrong? Why didn't you like about it?
Oh, because it sucked.
Josh hates everything.
I
Josh,
don't.
bro.
That movie, I couldn't even finish it. It was fucking horrible.
What? He didn't talk the whole movie. It was so great, dude. It was
Yeah,
great.
that's so. What a shtick. He didn't talk, and he drank energy drinks or beer.
He
My
did.
God.
He-
The movie was filmed in like one location too.
I thought he was
So it's
drinking
supposed to be like
soda.
Chuck E. I don't know
No, it
what
was
the fuck
energy
it is.
drinks.
It was
I think it was
energy
energy
drinks.
drinks.
He was exactly what like the gaming community would be like, you know, like a badass pounding fucking Red Bulls, and the movie was so cheap. Like they had one location to where it's supposed to be like Chuck E. Cheese, and it's like there's a small ball pit in one room, and then the same room they just removed the ball pit, and that's where I don't know. It was horrible. It was.
Oh man, dude, the best part for me, and I looked up afterwards just to see if there's true or not. When Nicolas Cage did the dancing scene in the pinball room, dude, when he's playing the pinball, like that was all improvised by him. They did not tell him how to do it. He just did it. He's so cool, man. Nicolas Cage is great.
I can see
You
the
can love
contempt
him or
in
hate him.
Josh's eyes.
Dude,
No,
you can love
I
him or
mean-
hate him, but it's great. It's great.
No, I like Nick Cage, and I like Nick Cage because he's going to give you 100% even on like bad movies like that. But of course he improvised that scene. I mean, because that's Nick Cage, and he's like, and it was his idea to not talk throughout the movie, and it's like, okay, well now you're just a boring protagonist. It's so. What's the
He wasn't
fucking point
boring.
of you not talking? He was.
Dude, it's a modern day silent movie. That's all it is.
No, because everybody else talked. Not a modern day silent movie.
The main actor, at least. What are you
Hey,
talking about?
let me tell you what swayed that movie in Josh's favor, Chris.
What's that? What's that?
You replace Nick Cage with Brad Pitt, and that son of a bitch is in.
Oh my god. Would you have watched it more? Would you have a higher review on it if it was Brad Pitt instead?
Same review. I would have finished it though.
Oh.
No, Bone. You watch it, and you get back to me on
I
that.
did watch it. I watched it with
I'm
Chris.
sorry.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Then why aren't you piping up, you son of a bitch?
That's
You
a movie.
sandbagging son of a bitch.
I didn't hate it like you did. I don't love it, but I mean, it was a movie. Yeah.
I wouldn't say like I actively hated it. I couldn't finish it because it was like, this is boring.
Wow, Chris's
Hey.
camera just caught up after
I'm
he
here.
lagged, and he was
I'm
moving like
here
a
again.
double speed.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix this real quick because I think it's my phone being dumb. Maybe I don't know. Let me go grab my Wi-Fi dongle from my parents' room. I'm gonna steal it out of the room. Okay. Give me like 2
All right.
seconds. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I liked the dance scene at the pinball machine.
I mean, it was, I don't know. It was a nothing burger. It's like, let me just be eccentric to be eccentric. It had nothing to do with
You know
nothing.
what? It was better than the Beast Within.
I disagree wholeheartedly on that. Wholeheartedly.
My 4 pages of notes with the Beast Within end with 1.5 stars.
Yeah, I'd give Willy's Wonderland 1 star.
I'd give Willy Wonderland 1.51.
I didn't know you liked it that much. You love that movie. You want to kiss that movie. You want to have babies with that movie.
Alright, let me check a couple things real quick.
When are they supposed to be done working on or doing maintenance on the internet?
I'm about to check that right now and see if the message is still there or not. But again, this is kind of making me a little mad, dude. I hate Xfinity.
Xfinity decided to do internet maintenance tonight in Chris's area.
Yeah, dude. The one night where we're working, it's not even down on it. My internet's not even down, so I don't know. I don't know if it's about to go down or what. Let me see. Starting on 1 a.m. Central. Well, bitch, it's 1 a.m. right now, and you haven't started working on it. So are you gonna work on it or not? Do I take the chance to connect it back to Ethernet or not? I don't want to. I don't want to. All right, let me try plugging this in and see if it has better connection to my hotspot. Let's disconnect. Shit. Find an available USB port.
I need to go through my mail.
Mail.
Yeah, I'm horrible. I'll go get it out of the mailbox and I'll just set it on the fucking counter.
Yeah, it's probably important to check your mail a bit. Okay, is that plugged in? Okay.
I was shaving my arm the other day, Josh. Getting ready.
As one does, yeah.
Well, I mean, I was doing it, because I was going to get work done on my tattoo. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, you see where my finger's at? Fucking cut myself right there with
Oh.
the razor.
Oh, god damn. That's like
Yeah.
a Giallo movie.
It still just
Oh,
fucking
God.
burns.
Oh.
I can feel it when I set my elbow down, like on the armrest.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Chris is doing computations.
Well, I'm trying to download the Netgear Wi-Fi adapter software. Oh boy, things I go through, man. I swear, bro. I just want to know the software, bro. Please, I beg. Oh, wait, this is I think I saw it. That's it. Downloads. Download, please. Let's hope we should have a better connection than just use my.
Chris froze up again. Oh, Chris lost connection. Fucking Xfinity, man.
Do you have Xfinity?
No, I have Optimum. Because it's like the only thing you can fucking choose from in Tyler for some reason. 106,000 people, and we have one internet choice.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we lost Chris completely. He's no longer a viewer on Twitch. Yep.
No, he's gone.
I have not seen Chappie, Peyton. Have you seen Chappie?
I haven't, no.
No, I saw District 9 and Elysium, but I haven't seen Chappie.
I haven't
Okay,
even
I'm
seen
back.
Elysium.
I saw
Billy, move me back down, please.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Well, fuck. I guess.
Hello? There we go. Okay. So, I'm just going to connect via my Ethernet right now, and I'm hoping that doesn't fail me.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't actually.
Well,
go
if
down.
it does, we can pause and get you back, and then you can just switch back.
Okay. Okay, let's make sure.
Need no, you can't have that.
My hotspot's being really dumb.
Is there a edit channel?
I'll be back, guys, while y'all fuck around with this.
Where are you
All right.
going?
I'll be back.
Hurry up, because all I'm doing is
Can't even hear you.
All right, there you go. I gave you You have permission to be in this channel now, so if you get disconnected, you should be able to move yourself back down.
Okay. Also, do you want to? I can't change it, but do you want to change the channel status to like your podcast name or something, like Very Unreasonable Things, or something like that?
No, nobody will see that. Well, they see it now, but there we go. Because I put it on full screen.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's right. Again, I'm really hoping my internet doesn't go down. They're supposed to start at 1 a.m. and they haven't started yet, so I don't think they're going to start hopefully at all.
District 9 is really good, Peyton.
It really is. Man, dude, I swear.
You work tomorrow, Peyton? Whoops. Josh is getting more coffee.
He is.
When he gets back, we're about to hit this podcast.
Yeah.
So it'll be fucking 3 o'clock before we finish.
Then we're gonna do, it's gonna be like an hour and a half.
Oh shit! No, this thing's probably gonna go to like 4 a.m.
No, it's
All right, you got your coffee.
I got my goddamn coffee.
All right, you ready to start?
I'm not. My internet's going out.
Is it really?
Hang on. No.
Man's like, oh no, I can't record now. Oh no. Come on, Josh, be excited, man. Be excited. Aren't you happy
Man,
to be
this
here?
It's 8:30 in the morning. This is me excited.
Nah, dude. It's 1:20 a.m. here. We got all the energy in this bitch, man.
All right, I'm gonna wait for Josh to get settled.
Okay.
All that background noise he's making.
Dude, don't trigger him, Billy. Don't trigger him anymore. Don't do it.
I like how you set your coffee mug down, though. That was nice. That's the way you should do it every time.
Don't tell me how to set my coffee mug down.
I'll tell you anything I want to.
Dude, he's gonna fucking get the next plane to Texas move. Beat the shit out of you. Is what he's gonna do.
I have to
He's
fly
gonna
like
come to house.
I have to fly 20 hours.
Dude, he doesn't care. It's like, it's worth it. He's like, I'm done with this bitch, dude.
All right, here we go. We're about to start. Ready?
All right. Yep.
I'm waiting for you to say you're ready, anyways.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, Freddy.
All right. We're live now. We're recording now. So whatever dumbass thing you want to say, Josh, go ahead.
I don't have any dumbass thing to say.
Guess there's a first time for everything.
Oh.
All right. Well, welcome to Very Unreasonable Things. I'm Billy Bone. Joining me is Josh Lindsay.
Howdy, howdy.
And we got Chris Williams with us today, special guest.
Hello, everybody. I'm back again. Round 2.
So Chris is joining us. We're continuing our movies that are based in states or however the fuck. What was the list called again, Josh?
I think it was just like the best horror movie from. I don't think that. I mean, it was just a Reddit post, but it was just like they took the best horror movie from each state. And
I don't interrupt. I actually read the Reddit post stuff. They actually based the movies on where the movie actually takes place itself.
Yeah, but then it was also like, what's the best one that takes place in this state?
Oh, that's true.
And some of these states have got some pretty shitty movies.
Yeah, they do.
Mississippi, I'm looking at you because Beats Within was bad.
yeah, it was on the lower end of like what these other states had. Yeah.
Chris, the time for typing is done, buddy.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just putting up the list.
So, we let Chris choose a movie because he's doing this with us, and we were doing 3 movies anyways. So to be fair, we let Chris pick one. Chris chose The Last House on the Left, the 2009 remake. And where does this movie supposed to take place at?
Connecticut, I think.
This movie takes place. Probably because I wrote this down. Yes, Connecticut. That is correct.
I was gonna say you gotta be prepared to defend your movie.
Hey, I thought I'm not gonna say my opinion on it, but we'll get to that.
Why are we doing the remake and not the OG?
Oh, that was gonna be my next question, and that's a good question, Josh.
Because I prefer newer visuals over older visuals, in terms of movies.
You are telling on yourself at the jump.
This dude prefers the Poltergeist remake.
I've never seen Poltergeist. I don't know. I've never seen the remake of the original. Look, and plus it's got some good actors in it that I was surprised to see. So there we go. I don't know about the original, but we'll see.
He says good actors. He was surprised because I watched this with Chris. We watched it together actually when we were taking notes. He was surprised to see one actor. He was surprised to see Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul, yeah, of course.
Listen, dude. Oh.
Did you know any of the other players in this?
There's one guy that looked familiar. What's his name?
Who looked familiar. It's either Tony Goldwyn or Garrett Dillahunt. Okay.
It was Garrett Dillahunt. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I remember Monica Potter.
Yeah, Monica Potter had her moment. Yeah, she had a good 3-year window. But I want to take this moment before we start talking about Last House on the Left. Chris, you were on before. I didn't listen to the episode.
Oh, okay.
When Bone said Chris is going to be on that first time, I said, I ain't fucking doing it. I said, not on my goddamn watch. I'll sit this one out. But, so I want to take this moment, and I think we should get to know Chris Williams. Now, if we did any editing in this podcast, we'd have a little bit of music, and it's like, get to know Chris Williams.
We're not fucking doing that.
No, we're blown past that.
I'm not
this podcast is not worth it.
I subscribe to the, the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast.
I mean, no, I know who you're talking about.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways,
Well, it's the fucking Mallrats guys. I don't listen to that though.
I thought you were the one that told me about it.
No, not me. No.
Oh. Well, anyways, I think it's Brian Johnson. Ain't that his name? Or is it
no
his
idea?
name? Well, anyways, the guy that does the editing on that podcast, he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna when we're done with this, I'm posting it. And that's how I'm trying to be now. When we're done, that's it. I'm gonna add the theme music. I'm gonna add the soundbite. And this bitch is getting posted in a couple weeks.
Okay, fair enough. I can't say shit because I'm not doing the editing. But, okay. Let's get to know Chris Williams. Chris, I'm just going to ask you some questions, man.
Okay.
Tell us about yourself, okay?
Okay.
Name, it doesn't have to be in order. Name 4 of your favorite movies.
4 movies.
Off the top of your mind. Off the top of your head. Off the top of the dome.
All right, there's not much up there, but I'll try my best. All right, so first one probably be Inception with Christopher Nolan, obviously.
Let's stop right there.
Oh.
Now, Josh, tell them your theory on people that say Inception's their favorite movie.
No, I don't have a theory on people who say that. And this isn't my segment. This is Chris. Keep going, Chris. I'm not going to hate on anything that you say.
Okay, we'll talk about them in a few minutes about it. Inception, then Hacksaw Ridge. Actually, I would probably put Hacksaw Ridge above Inception, honestly. Because I've watched that movie like 3 or 4 times, and it's so good. I love Hacksaw Ridge. Then probably, what other movie do I like besides those? Those are 2 of my favorites. What else do I like? Probably Willy's Wonderland. It's a great movie. Yes, check it out. Nicolas Cage. I've even got the steelbook right here, sitting in my hand.
No, you got to get the steelbook.
That's right.
You gotta get the steelbook
from Scream Factory. And then probably One I've actually seen kind of recently that I liked a lot. It's probably Kong Skull Island. That one is really good.
Okay. Tell us four of your favorite artists, bands, whoever. What do you listen to?
All right. I like Eminem. Eminem's great. Big fan of Eminem.
Kids Pop or whatever it's called.
Nah, not no Kids Pop. Eminem. I like Skillet. Kind of like their very old songs. I like them a lot. Hollywood Undead, when they did their Swan songs, those are really good. Again, they're not really so great anymore, but they used to be. And I like Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley is like one of my favorite artists of all time. I love Elvis Presley.
Okay.
There you go.
Do you have any favorite authors?
No.
That man doesn't
No, I
read.
was kidding. No, Stephen King's pretty good. I haven't read any of his books, but I like his movies, so for the most part.
So, Stephen King's pretty good. I haven't seen or read any of his books. I've only seen his movies.
Yeah, I don't read books really. Or I did read one book one time. I don't know who wrote it, but it was George Washington's Socks. It was a long time ago, dude. Don't ask me. Don't ask. I don't know.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. I was gonna write down some like more funner questions, but I don't know. I mean, this is you're listening to the bare minimum podcast. I mean,
He's
so I
already
did
lost
the bare
interest with
minimum.
Oh,
No, I'd never heard of Skillet or Hollywood Undead. So I mean,
you never heard what?
You've heard them. You just didn't realize it because they used to do the theme song to Raw.
there's been a lot though.
Chris, sing it for him.
Oh no. Undead. That's how the whole song goes.
No, they did that one.
Which one?
Oh my God, how did that fuck? It was during the Attitude Era.
Well, they have Undead, Sell Your Soul, California. There's a couple different ones.
Okay.
There's a lot of Hollywood Undead songs,
So it's like new metal.
I suppose.
He
don't know
means
what nu metal is.
when he says new metal, he means in new metal, not new as in like time based. It's a genre of metal.
Okay.
And how old are you, Chris?
25.
25. Okay.
I get them young jeans.
That's going to be in all fairness, this is the Valentine's Day episode. Chris picked Last House on the Left. He's a big fan of rape revenge movies. He said it's romantic. He's 25 years old. So Chris is going to be our Cupid baby this episode. I wish you were wearing nothing but the sash with a little bow and arrow.
Now I gotta preface this by saying, because Josh called it the Valentine's Day episode, it'll come out nowhere near Valentine's Day. We're recording on Valentine's Day.
No,
Yeah.
we are.
This shit'll come out in
recording.
March.
Dude, I was not expecting you to say that, Josh.
We've got like 4 episodes in the bank. Like we are, for the first time, and I addressed this on the Facebook page. I don't know if you saw it, Josh, but
No,
I did. I know you
I don't fuck with Facebook, man. I'm sorry.
you could be promoting this to your Swedish friends to Stockholm. 2 million people out there.
That's bold of you to assume I have Swedish friends.
They could all be very unreasonable thing, listeners. But what I was saying is I did make a post acknowledging the fact that our episode output in 2023 sucked. We barely got an episode a month, it seemed like. The goal is to at least have 2 episodes a month. But like we talked about, Josh, if we can record regular, why not an episode a week? Right?
Why not?
Yes, sir.
Why not us? Why not us?
Exactly.
Dude, that'd be great, dude. More episodes with Chris. Dude, I bring the party to the house. Oh, yes, sir.
Let's talk about your fucking movie that you picked out.
Okay.
So, The Last House on the Left, 2009, was directed by Dennis Elitis?
Sure. Yeah, that's his name.
Starring Sarah Paxton, Tony Goldwyn, Monica Parter. What was that other person that you said, Josh?
Garrett Dillahunt,
Yeah, Garrett Dillahunt.
Ricky Lindholm.
Oh yeah. 110 minutes, released March 13th, 2009, budget of 15 million, made 46 million.
That's a little better than I would assume. I thought this movie came and went.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember this being released?
I remember it coming out and I remember not watching it.
Yeah, I remember thinking, what's the point, you know? But, yeah, that's the reason why it's kind of odd for us to... Because the first one, you know, is kind of this horror movie. I mean, I don't want to say, like, classic, but it is kind of like in that pantheon, you know?
Yeah.
And they had like the greatest movie poster tagline: to avoid fainting, keep repeating, it's only a movie. It's only a movie. I'm sure the movie does not live up to that fucking tagline, obviously. But it was Craven's first, you know? And it was kind of like this grindhouse movie, which this movie is not. This remake does not even come close to a grindhouse feel.
Nah. It's too clean.
It's very clean.
Yep. So, the question we always ask, you know, what's your experience with the movie? When did you first watch it? Chris, when did you first watch this movie?
I watched it 2 or 3 days ago. I can't remember how long ago it was now. But,
Oh, so that was the first time?
Yes. That was
What
the first
made
time.
you pick this movie then?
Well, I didn't know it was about rape when I first was chosen. I had no idea.
I mean, the podcast can't see you winking, so it's cool.
What? Hey, yo, I ain't doing none of that. No, I didn't. You know, I got to be honest. When I look up horror movies and stuff like that, I like the nudity stuff. So I didn't know this had that kind of stuff in it. I just saw it said severe sex and nudity on IMDb, and I'm like, sure, let's go for it. So there you go.
This motherfucker, Josh, when we watch movies, he gets super excited about nudity.
Listen,
I've seen it firsthand.
Listen.
What was that movie? What did we watch yesterday?
What movie?
What movie was it that we watched? Because I picked it because I knew Chris would enjoy it.
Blood Harvest.
Oh, yeah, Blood Harvest.
Yeah.
Because it said it had a lot of nudity in it. And I was like, oh, well, we'll watch this. Chris will get a kick out of it.
And I did.
Have you seen Blood Harvest, Josh?
I haven't, no.
Oh, man, dude. That movie was crazy.
Is it a older movie?
87.
Yeah.
87? Yeah.
No, but that was the reason why I chose this one. I had no idea about the cast until we started watching it, so that was a big plus. And it had pretty good acting in it, so you know, it worked out.
It had acting. I'll agree to that. It had acting.
Oh no.
Is this? I know the answer to this question because you've already told on yourself. But does this make you want to go back and watch the original?
I mean, look. Besides the visual aspect of things, there are some older movies that have good visuals, but yeah, I'd be probably pretty interested to see the original, see how it compares.
Yeah, Chris sits here and says that he likes newer movies, but like generally all we've been watching recently is like, you know, 70s and 80s movies.
That's true. Now, let me say this though. Even though I prefer visuals of the newer movies, like they have some pretty good CGI and stuff like that out there nowadays, I do like classic movies from the 80s and stuff. I have nothing against them. In fact, they're, you know, some of my favorites out there. But newer movies do have better visuals overall, you know. So, you know.
I disagree with that completely.
Uh-oh.
Completely.
Uh-oh.
I think newer movies look flat. They look digital.
Uh-oh.
That's just my opinion. But I know what you mean. They're at least high definition.
There you go. High definition.
Yeah.
And have you never seen the newer Avatar movies? They look great.
I have not.
Oh,
And that is all digital.
I tried to watch the first. I tried to watch the first Avatar movie and I fell asleep.
Oh man, it was great.
I watched the first one. I did watch the first one, but I have zero desire to see any of the sequels. The first one was okay. I mean, it wasn't.
First one's good. The second one I watched it in theater. It was really good too. It was a good sequel to the first one, and they got like 3 more planned too. So I can't wait to see those 2. James Cameron, dude, gotta love him.
James Cameron, who prioritizes technology over actual storytelling,
Oh,
and you can't convince me otherwise.
No, I would. That's true.
He's always about what new thing can I do. Because it was 3D with Avatar. Mm-hmm. It was CGI with Terminator 2. Remember that? Because we talked about this before.
Well, the Abyss kind of pushed the envelope there as well, though.
Yeah, but Terminator 2.
The Abyss showed him he could do T-1000.
I don't know why you always gotta contradict me.
No, I'm just come on, it makes sense, right?
I'm just fucking with you. Just give you shit.
Look, I again. What about Titanic? He did Titanic.
Yeah, that was another like, hey, look at me! I'm doing this big movie with technology.
Oh man, the hate on James Cameron, dude. Let me email him real quick.
I don't hate him. He's made some movies I really like. I just feel like he does prioritize like the technological aspect of filmmaking more so than the storytelling.
Yeah. Okay.
Josh,
It feels like it's.
Sorry, go ahead.
And no, I was just gonna say it does feel like Cameron. After Terminator 2, he immediately put his head up his ass.
Yeah.
Terminator, the first one, and Aliens are like, to me, just classics. And then it just, I don't know. I haven't seen The Abyss. The Abyss just now got their 4K release.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie either. I've heard good things about it.
Oh yeah, I've heard good things.
Well, it's got to be better than Deep Star 6.
I've never seen Deep Star 6. I don't know what
I
it's
think
about.
that was a me and Daniel episode. Yeah.
I think I watched it after y'all covered it.
I don't know why. Do you hate yourself?
Was that the one with Peter Weller?
No, that was Leviathan.
No, okay. Who's the lead in Deep Star 6?
Somebody.
No, yeah. Who was that?
An actor. Yeah.
Not because he was a guy at the moment.
He was a guy. And there was a female also, who I think was pregnant in the movie.
Greg Evigan. Yes, the guy from My Two Dads. That's right. If you remember that show, My Two Dads, yeah.
Was that on when I was alive?
No.
not.
Well, this movie wasn't on when you were alive. Last House on the Left, what, 2009?
What's your experience with the movie, Josh?
None. It came and went, and I kind of forgot that they had done that. Me and you were talking yesterday. These alts remake of every horror property they could.
Yeah.
But I'd never seen the original. So I didn't have anything. I didn't have any kind of like preconceived notions about this movie.
I want to say I've seen the original before. I'd never seen this remake either. It, like you said, came and went, and there was no desire to watch it. And then Chris is like, "Let's do this one for the podcast, guys." So here we are,
Man.
talking about
I know,
House on the Left.
And here's the thing, Chris. You picked this 2009 one, but
Yeah.
on that list that you read that we were looking at, did it say to this one?
No, I assume.
No, because it'd have to be the original. Yeah. That's
It
what I
didn't.
thought.
See,
So
it
what
didn't
you're saying
specify.
is Chris cheated.
No, it didn't specify. It didn't
Hey,
specify.
skirted the rules.
No. It didn't specify nothing because like on some of these they have the year next to it, but this one they don't. So like, I have to assume they talked about the remake. You know?
No, it's the original.
You have to assume they talked about the remake.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, guys. It just happened to pop up. Watch the remake.
I tell you what, another movie that's on that list, and Josh knows what I'm talking about. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre's on there for Texas, and it's not the remake.
0% chance.
It could be the remake.
It's not.
Oh man, now you're making me feel bad. I mean, it's okay.
No. Look, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure?
I think I just gave my review of the movie there.
Oh man.
Dude, so let's talk about this movie then.
Okay, let's do it.
And let's just hammer on Chris this whole episode, Josh. It'll be
Yeah,
fun.
pretty much. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready for it.
So the movie starts off, and we see a cop car transporting a prisoner, stops on a train, and a truck smashes into it. This, or not heist, I almost called it a heist, but this them springing this guy from police custody is all contingent on a train coming at that time?
It would appear so.
Like, if that train didn't come, if there was a delay, then what would you have done?
I guess just wait until the next train. I guess.
Probably just run him off the road, I guess. I don't know. But I didn't... Look, you can't really use your head too much with this movie, though. Like, you can't really be questioning the plot. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But I will say this. The guy who was riding shotgun, one of the cops... Because one of the cops does not say a fucking word, the driver. The guy who's talking to him, I think it's Michael Bowen, who's been in a couple of Tarantino movies. Pretty good. I was surprised to see him. I was surprised to see a couple of these people, like Chris alluded to. Like you were, I didn't know Aaron Paul was in this. I didn't know fucking Riki Lindholm was in this. I didn't know she had did dramatic parts like this in 2009.
Are you surprised to see Aaron Paul because you remember him from Breaking Bad?
Who, me?
No, I'm asking in general because Josh said he was surprised to see Aaron Paul in the movie, and it's almost because, and I think, and I may be wrong, I may be extrapolating something that's not there, but I kind of get that sense from Josh, like he's surprised to see Aaron Paul in there because, Aaron Paul did Breaking Bad and Breaking Bad was really good. Why is he in this turd?
Yeah.
But don't forget, Aaron Paul also did Need for Speed.
He did. Hey, by the way, Need for Speed was a very good movie. So I don't hear nothing about that. These guys don't be hating on me, dude. It was a good movie. Also, yeah, I was surprised to see Aaron Paul's movie because I know him from Breaking Bad mainly. What's going on here? What's going on, dude?
You got some flaming hot Cheeto takes. You know that?
Dude, it was good.
I mean, just
dude.
wild.
Dude, for a live action Need for Speed, it wasn't that bad, dude.
We're going to even be able to talk about the movie because we're going to have Chris defend all his movies that he's talking about.
Every one of them, yeah.
I mean, I'd be ready for it. But no, I was surprised to see Aaron Paul, mainly because I know him from Breaking Bad. Like, if he never started in Breaking Bad, I wouldn't be like, it's just another guy. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So
No, I guess I was more surprised just because, like when I cut on this movie, I knew Tony Goldwyn was in it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know Garrett Dillahunt was in it, and I love him as a character actor. He's so good in everything. He's so good that he played two different characters in Deadwood. Like, that's how good he was. But you're kind of surprised to see faces pop up that you recognize because this movie did come and go. And it felt like nobody gave this movie a second thought. And probably the reason why is Sean S. Cunningham fucking produced it.
Did he produce this one also?
He produced it, yes, with Craven, yes.
I knew Craven was involved.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, you got Jonathan Craven, Wes Craven, Shaughnessy Cunningham, Greg Buckle, Jonathan Craven. Or I just said it. But yeah, you get a whole bunch of people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Who's got a
I don't.
cat?
I do.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a cat.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now-
What was you going to say about this movie, Chris? You
Well, I
love
don't
it
know too much-
because-
Well, I do like it. I did like it. I thought it was pretty good. Again, the acting on it was really well played out. You know, the scene where the girl's getting sexually assaulted, she played it up pretty well. Like, you know, she's horrified, obviously, that that's happening to her, which is obviously you'd be. And so she played it pretty well. And I thought it had a good beginning, middle, and end. I liked it a lot.
At any point, Chris, did you sympathize with the attackers? Did you think they were good guys at any point in the movie?
Not exactly. Now, listen, I will say though, I did feel bad for one of the guys, Justin. I felt really bad for him because he wasn't really a bad guy at all throughout the movie. He didn't do anything to really consider him a bad guy. I mean, he sat around while they did everything to the other people, like, but he couldn't leave. You know?
Okay, before we go on, Chris, tell people who Justin is in the movie.
Justin is kind of just one of the members of this organization gang.
He's not a member. He's not a member.
He's the son.
He's the son.
Well, he's the son, but he's affiliated with them in some capacity. But
He's
son,
affiliated in a way that's like his dad has for some reason he's with his dad.
Yeah.
Like the movie wants you to paint it like he's not he doesn't agree with their moral
Exactly.
activities. Justin and again Chris, your baby Cupid over there, you won't know who I'm talking about. Justin looks like but maybe Bone, you don't know who I'm talking about. Justin looks like if you asked AI to create Lachlan Monroe.
I don't know the name.
Okay. Whatever my opinion is of this movie, the character of Justin needed to be cut the fuck out of this movie. He is not needed. He's a waste. Like,
Let's hold on. We're getting so far ahead. Let's save it.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring us back in because I agree with you about Justin, but I don't want to just throw it out there right now.
Well, it doesn't matter because like Justin is a part of this gang and it's already been established. Like he's supposed to be like the moral center of this gang, but he's not even a gang member, so to speak.
The movie shows the daughter swimming, right?
Mm-hmm.
To establish she's a swimmer. And one of my problems, I guess, and maybe it didn't bother y'all, but like this whole thing with her and her mom at the beginning, she's asking her about her times and everything, right? And you're like, oh, the swimming is going to come into play later.
Mm-hmm.
And it really doesn't. There's a point where she swims, but I mean, like we established her as this swimmer, and I don't know. It felt like a misstep by the movie. Like it's trying to do things that don't really pay off.
I mean,
all right.
No, I mean, it's just a scene in this movie. I'm not expecting every scene to pay off in the Last House on the Left remake.
Remember when we watched Crawl?
No, but that is a good movie.
Well, we're talking about Last House on the Left and why it's not a good movie, and that's what I'm saying. In Crawl, her being a swimmer paid off.
No, but my thing is like that swimming scene. I don't think this movie lives or dies by like these certain scenes not paying off. For me, the things that don't mesh we'll talk about later. But this scene, I think it was just what this scene does is shows that there's a little bit of tension between the mom and the daughter,
which is stupid. I'm glad you brought that up.
Well,
because I had that in my thing too. But go ahead.
No, well, because I guess to defend this movie in a certain way is because later you find out that she had a brother. There was a fourth member of the family that died, which I mean, there's a plot point later about that, but I don't know.
So the first part of this movie, if you're asking me how this movie should be, like, because of what this movie is, a rape revenge movie, you should be trying to make people as sympathetic as possible towards the family, towards the daughter, towards the mother, towards the father. Having him have tension between the mother and the daughter doesn't help, like, you should be trying to build up like a loving family to where when these horrible things happen to her, you want to see this family just go ham and get revenge.
And then, to go along with your point, like Tony Goldwyn came across like an insufferable prick when he talks about like the $3 bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're fuck off, you fucking arrogant prick. Like, I know, I agree with you. Like, you want them to be almost like the Waltons or,
Because you got to care what happens to these characters.
Yeah. The daughter really doesn't do anything to make you dislike her, though. I will say that.
But she doesn't really do anything to make you.
You're
care.
right. She doesn't. Yeah, she's sort of just middle ground.
And like and it could have just been something as simple as when they were doing the fucking swimming scene, to where when the daughter was like, "How's my time?" The mom could have been like, "Oh, you did wonderful," blah, blah, or something, just where it felt more loving, because it doesn't.
I know.
That way.
No, I know, and you can still get across like they lost a son, but you don't need to have that that tension. I don't know why they, because the daughter borrows the car later.
Yeah.
And like the dad, he's like, just take the car. Here's $100 for a night on the town in this small fucking bodunk town. I don't know. They added tension where you could have saved that tension for the tension parts.
Mm-hmm. Here's one of the thing is that talk about the loving thing is that he only gave her $40. He's like, nah, you ain't getting no $100. You get 40. That's right.
I thought it was just a bunch of 20s.
I thought it was tens, but
I think it was 20s. But regardless,
so it was either 40 or 80, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
makes a difference.
But
like they're even to like further illustrate the point though about the tension with the family, when they get there, the daughter asks if she can use the guest house, and the mom is against that.
Oh,
yeah. It's like they're trying to set up these things because the script wants to be clever, right? Because she goes and uses the shower at the guest house, and you see the shower rod come down, which will be used later. But it's like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, you don't have to set up the shower rod.
Exactly. That's some foreshadowing that wasn't needed. Because, nobody was just going to be like, because you don't even see her when she takes the shower rod down. She just comes out of the bathroom with it. So, who gives a fuck if the shower rod's loose?
Yeah.
But what I was going to say, if the mother had been portrayed as being protective, that would have been different. But that's not the way she's portrayed with all this tension between her and the daughter. Because you would think maybe like, oh, well, they've already lost a child, so now they'd be more protective of this one. So it'd be like, oh, well, honey, we want you to stay in the house with us, blah, 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 instead of just being like, you seem like you're mildly annoyed that your daughter wants to stay in the guest house.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad play by this script to do that. But, but it is funny though, because they do introduce like Monica Potter is not quite Mama Bear level, right?
Yeah.
Not that you would want. You want her to go fucking ham when it's time to go ham.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have the one badass character that is Chris, what's the teenager's name in this?
Are you talking about the girl?
Yeah.
Mary.
Her friend
Paige
is the badass for these the victims.
Yeah.
Paige takes no shit from these people. You know?
Yeah. Well, and after she asked for the keys to the vehicle so she can go out for a night on the town, she does go to meet up with Paige, like Josh was talking about, and you're given the impression that her and Paige are, longtime friends, but apparently she only sees her when they come to the lake house.
Yeah.
And what were Paige was working when
she working at some store.
yeah, because Mary came and seen her at her job, and Paige was working, and then we get introduced to Justin.
That's right. Yeah, he's about to shop for some stuff. Yeah, he's about to shop.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to shoplift, and then she says something to him about needing a bag or a basket for all the stuff, and he's like, "Oh, yeah. Oh, my name is Justin." Just.
Dude, it's crazy to think though if she never said anything about shoplifting, like Paige would not be dead toward the middle of the movie.
Well, yeah, there were a lot of things would have happened if they had never spoke to Justin. Then they would have never had to worry about getting stabbed or sexually assaulted or anything like that. But instead, they talk to this dumbass in the store, and then he tries to buy some cigarettes, and she's like, "I can't do that," and he's like, "I've got some killer weed," and she's like, "Well, your rules be damned."
Yeah, it's like whatever. Screw this job.
Let
man.
me sell
weed.
Yeah, let me sell him these smokes and let's fucking ride with this dude. Let's take this dude that we've just met
Back
to his fucking motel.
Motel.
She closed up the store
Yeah,
just to do it. Fucking shut it down at like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Dude, how small was this town, dude? They have no one who wants to shop there at the middle of the day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They kept saying they live in the city, and I'm like, what fucking city in Connecticut do they have? Hartford?
right.
They can close it down just like middle of the day. Doesn't even care. Dude, whoever owns that shop, I bet is pissed, dude.
And then
He probably has to put up with that bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
they waste. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, if she's closing it down to follow this fucking bland looking fucker for some killer ass smoke, oh, I'm sure she's shutting it down all the time.
The movie, to me, wastes time with these three characters because it doesn't endear the characters to me anymore. It doesn't make me fucking sympathize with Justin or anything like that. It's just they're in this fucking hotel room and they decide to do a makeover on this motherfucker.
They do.
You're exactly. It's way too much time spent of them smoking and just talking about nonsense.
Yeah, this could have been time where you could have been establishing a bond between the daughter and her parents to make us give a damn when something bad happens. Or, establishing Paige a little bit more too so we feel bad when she gets stabbed. But instead...
Or the family. The bad guys, sorry. Because it is a brother. Like Garrett Dillon Hunt and Aaron Paul, they are brothers.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Ricky Lindholm is Dillon Hunt's girlfriend?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They slept together in the bed, yeah.
Yeah, because she does make one of them says, "Fuck you," or something like that, and he said, "We'll see about that later on," or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, I blame Paige entirely, though, for Mary getting assaulted, though, because she said she was going in there to get the stuff, and then she's leaving. Then Mary walks in and sees her smoking for like 10 minutes. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, she's like, "Give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, dude. And then, yeah. And then eventually the whole gang shows up.
And punched Justin in his stomach.
Yeah, they did. And then Francis, aka Aaron Paul, is like, "Is that my shirt you're wearing?" It's like, "Yeah, it is." That they did it to me.
I mean, it feels like they were trying to go for like this From Dusk Till Dawn vibe. And I don't know. It gets, all of this is just filler.
It is filler.
Yeah, once they fucking realize what's happening here, Paige fucking runs off into the bathroom and is trying to, make a call. Aaron Paul knocks down a door and smashes her fucking head on the toilet.
He does.
Yeah,
He
knocks her the
takes a
fuck
nappy
out.
nap.
Have you ever hit your head on the toilet?
I have not.
Have you?
No,
Josh?
I can't say I have.
It doesn't feel good.
I can imagine.
Like I've
Not a lot of give.
Yeah, I've banged my head off a toilet. It fucking sucks.
I will say the one thing that really bothered me during this movie is that, and again, I like the movie overall, but something that did bother me is that every time they want to go make a phone call, they have no signal. Like every 5 seconds, they have no signal.
Well,
they're using the world's shittiest phones, dude.
That has to happen, so the
I
movie
know,
can
but-
happen.
I know, but like, why though? Oh man.
I just told you why, so the movie can happen.
Well,
I
look,
suppose so.
this movie is filled with tropes. Just tropes all throughout it, and that is one. Obviously, like when everything starts going down, of course, it's a storm coming because you got to have rain. And how, because again, like I have no idea how the original covers it, but it's also a grindhouse movie, so you have this leniency. But these 3 characters, like we know nothing about them, like, and they're just evil for evil's sake, and it's like you have to give us more than that movie.
Yeah, you don't even know
Like,
why he's in jail.
No,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you don't.
there was no time spent just with these 3 characters talking without like rape or murder happening,
Yeah.
you know?
I would go as far to say is I don't even know why the police rescue scene or whatever was needed. You could have just cut that scene altogether.
No, I know.
You could have just had the family out and about.
Yeah. And you didn't, I know you were like, wait on it, but you didn't need this Justin character. They could have just needed a car. They didn't
Yeah.
need to have this scene of like Justin, like lure,
Well, now that we're talking about it, my problem with Justin is it's like you're supposed to feel, I'm assuming, sympathetic towards Justin. But the fact of the matter is, Justin sat by while one girl got murdered and another girl got raped
Yeah. Yeah.
and didn't do shit. So, at the end of the movie, when he fucking hands over the gun, ooh, big, you still could have done something to stop this or tried, and you didn't. So,
And I guess we'll get there, but what was his fucking game plan? To take the gun and then just sit in the room? Like, what are we doing? I don't know. And it doesn't help that he has like the most punchable face I've ever seen.
he does have that.
He
So,
does.
well, going back to where we were at, they fucking punched Justin in the stomach. They steal the SUV. Well, she tries to give him the keys, and they're like, we won't tell anybody. And, he's like, nah, we can't take that chance. So everybody loads up in the fucking SUV. And the master plan to escape from this SUV is to burn somebody with a cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And let's just be real, too, Josh, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
That was an older vehicle, right? It had
Yeah.
to be to have a cigarette lighter in it. But this dude's a
Yeah.
doctor. There's no way that's their family car.
That's true. That's true.
not okay. This was like 2009. This looked like what was this? Like a Yukon kind of?
Something like that.
I know that it was old because you could tell by the hood. Also, it had the faded paint on it.
Yeah. Especially with this like Tony Goldwyn's character, who seems like a snooty bitch.
You got a fucking lake house.
Yeah. Yeah. With a fucking speedboat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you have a lake house, a guest house at the lake house, a fucking boat house, and then a boat. So
I don't-
why are you driving around in this fucking jalopy?
I mean, and look, correct me if I'm wrong, but even in 2009, did they have fucking lighters like
No.
that?
No.
For the back seat?
No. That's what I'm saying. They had to use an older vehicle to have it in there, but you could have just did something else. Because, like, I know it's such a small thing, but I had thought about that when we was watching the movie. This motherfucker's a doctor with all this shit, and they're driving around in this thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Josh, this dude, the way he acts, the way he scoffs at that fucking $4 wine,
Yeah.
he's not driving around this old vehicle.
Hell no. and these bad guys, you know where I stand on this, Bone. Can we have one of them smoke a fucking cigarette? These guys one of these guys would be a smoker. I'm sorry. Jesus.
Probably Dylan Hutt's character, Krug, would probably be one that would smoke, probably, or probably Aaron Paul's character.
Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably right.
But
So naturally, the fucking escape goes sideways because it has to.
Yeah.
They get caught, and Krug, the main bad guy,
Yeah.
tells his son, he's like, "It's time for you to be a man." And in Krug's world, being a man is equal to raping a defenseless girl.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I guess this is where you're also supposed to feel like, sympathetic for Justin, because he's like, "No, I'm not going to do it," or whatever. And so he's like, "Fine, I'll do it." And then you have this fucking scene that I don't know how I feel about it, because a movie like this, let's be real, because if you watch the original, or if you watch like anything like I Spit on Your Grave or anything like that, like, they took the scenes so far to make you uncomfortable, to make you uneasy.
Yeah.
And this goes back to what Josh said. The movie's too clean.
mhm.
Yeah.
So this does, it's not giving you that effect of, oh my God, this is so horrible. It's just like, here's something happening.
Yeah. And it is so funny though, like you said, like he tells his son, like, time to be a man. And like for this movie, the moral line of decency is not raping.
Yeah.
That's just like, that makes Justin a good guy.
Yeah.
Because he chooses not to rape.
Also,
And yeah, go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I was gonna say real quick. There's a trivia on that scene. Apparently, that rape sequence took 17 hours to film. By the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Of course.
And you see their bruises from that scene
You
because
do.
they filmed it before the hotel room. So
Yeah.
when you're in the hotel room, you see the bruises on the girls. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Mary gets raped, Paige gets stabbed.
Yep.
Paige is a fighter.
She is. She actually gets
But she's
stabbed
also-
back too. In the
Yeah. She also falls into that trope. And look, and I know y'all can agree, I'll forgive tropes in horror movies more so than any other movie. Because the sort of genres, you got to have tropes. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what makes the engine run. But she, again, like this movie's filled with tropes. She does the classic thing of as soon as she sees help in the distance, she stops fucking running.
Yeah.
Because Paige gets away. She hides in like Winnie the Pooh's little hole. They are right in front of her. They don't see her. She takes off running. She gets to this plant, sees the dude on like a bulldozer, and then just stops.
Well, they
Yeah.
did at least try to make out like she hurt her ankle.
Yeah.
When she jumped from 2 feet.
Yeah, I know. I was
This
kinda-
girl who
Yeah.
is 17 years old.
Chris had said the same thing. He brought that up too. He's like, "Why the fuck did you stop running?"
And,
Yeah, I know.
And then she also, again, I still like the movie. I'm gonna preface that again, but she also did hurt her ankle at the most inopportune time she possibly could have ever. I'm like, how? Like, how do you hurt your ankle right there?
You know what movie does this really well in terms of like, okay, I see savior or salvation on the other end. I'm almost there. Craven did it really well with Scream when Drew Barrymore gets killed at the very beginning because she had been her vocal cords were shot, and she's sitting there trying to scream for her parents, and nothing's coming out. This movie, not so much. But yeah,
So Paige doesn't make it. She gets right there, and like y'all said, she fucking stops running. She ends up, getting brought back. Stabbed, dies. Mary hits Krug with a rock to the head and takes off running, and gets to the lake and starts swimming.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is where you tie it back to the swimming scene at the front. But she doesn't make it. She ends up getting shot in the shoulder, right?
Yeah, his shoulder. Yeah.
yeah.
And I want to say, and Mary doesn't die in this movie. And I want to say, and I may be wrong because it's been so long, I think the main girl in the original dies.
See, I have no idea.
I'm going to look it up.
Because this movie wants you to think she dies, but they give themselves up because you never see her sink. Once she gets shot, she's like floating in the water somehow.
She is. She turns herself around in the water with her face
Yeah,
up.
and
Yeah, Mary dies in the original. So just let me, because that's one thing that the 70s movies did do. Like, they knew how to make you uncomfortable. So I'm just going to read this to you real quick, just to kind of give you a difference between the original and the remake.
yeah,
The next morning, Mary and Phyllis are bound, gagged, and put in the trunk of Krug's car and transported to the woods. Mary recognizes that the road is near her home. Phyllis is forced to urinate in her jeans, and Mary and Phyllis are forced to perform sexual acts on each other. Phyllis distracts the kidnappers to give Mary an opportunity to escape, but is chased by Sadie and Weasel, while Junior stays behind to guard Mary. Mary tries gaining Junior's trust by giving him her necklace and calling him Willow. Phyllis stumbles across a cemetery where she's cornered and stabbed by Weasel. She crawls to a nearby tree and is stabbed to death. Mary convinces Junior to let her go, but her escape is halted by Krug. Krug carves his name into her chest and then rapes her. Mary vomits, quietly says a prayer, walks into a nearby lake where Krug fatally shoots her.
That's a fucking a rape revenge movie. Like,
Yeah.
that's, well, I guess not technically a rape revenge movie, because usually it's the victim getting the
Revenge.
comeuppance. Yeah, but there was no way they were going to do that in 2009.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, you're right. Probably not, but you shouldn't even be remaking the movie then. Like, if you're not gonna do it, don't do it. Just
I know.
leave it alone. And then there was a gap in my notes, but she swims away. They shoot her. She's floating in the water. You know, the parents are wondering where she's at.
Yep.
You know, yada yada yada. Fucking storm comes in, and then the Krug family, I don't even know what they're called, they show up at the house, and they take shelter there.
Yep.
And they show the fucking scene where I did like the special effect on this.
Mm-hmm.
When they set
Oh, it's
Aaron Paul's nose and then
it's
stitched
pretty.
him.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good right there. And the only reason they seek shelter is because they act like there was an accident, but it was because Mary had hit Francis Aaron Paul's character with that rock and stuff. That's the reason they were able to get in the home initially. That's what that is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, just to sort of backtrack, because we're going to need to talk about it sooner or later. The character Mary, she goes into her older brother's room, or maybe her room, I guess, and grabs a necklace that he had given her.
Yes.
And she's wearing it. The mother noticed she's wearing it, and when she's getting raped, it comes off, and she tries to grab it.
Mm-hmm.
And Krug takes it and throws it, and then good God Justin picks it up.
He was probably fucking grabbing it so he could get some money for crack.
Yeah.
I don't trust this Justin guy. Seems pretty shisty to me.
He's fucking useless.
Yeah. So the gang is going. They offer to let the gang stay the night in the guest house because they think that Mary is staying over at Paige's.
Yeah.
And then, like Josh said, good guy Justin, he pieces it together while they're there.
He sees it on the fridge.
Yeah,
That's right.
Well, I mean, piecing it together, and so he decides that he's going to leave a clue. So he leaves the necklace by the what the fuck?
By his mug.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hot chocolate.
That's right.
No, it's hot chocolate. That's
Dude,
right.
and oh my God. I don't know why it stuck with me, but when she's like, Justin, would you like some hot chocolate? It's like, what is Justin?
Oh.
He's got to be like 18, 17.
Yeah. Would you like some hot chocolate, son? Kiddo?
That hot chocolate looked pretty good too, because she like cooked it on the stove and everything.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of hot chocolate. Sorry, guys, but sorry.
Oh, you know what? This has nothing to do with the fucking movie, Josh, but let's talk about it. You'll get a kick out of this. We'll put Chris on blast because it's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
Chris, tell Josh how you make a pizza.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Good night. Everybody have a good day. Nah, just kidding. I cook my pizza. I cook it like normal, and then I pick the cheese off. You know, I don't like pizza with cheese. I just take the cheese off. I got pepperoni sauce and then the bread.
You don't like cheese.
That's right.
Are you lactose intolerant?
I am not. I don't like milk. I don't like cheese. I like ice cream, just not the milk kind of ice cream, whatever you call it. It's milk by itself. I just don't like cheese. Any type of cheese. I hate cheese, so I just peel it off.
Wow.
Dude, it's good.
Now,
still.
is that pizza still, Josh? Because I've said that it's breadsticks.
That's pretty much breadsticks.
No. Because what all the seasoning they put on the pizza and stuff.
You put seasoning on breadsticks too?
Yeah, but not the same kind.
Italian cheesy bread from Little Caesars? Italian cheesy bread is actually pretty good.
No.
That's probably the best thing Little Caesars has
I'll
going
eat
for
the
them.
shit out of some Italian cheesy bread.
I don't like cheese. I wish I could enjoy it. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm not shocked by this. I'm not shocked.
Nipple Cipher said blasphemy, dairy is life in the Twitch chat.
How do you take your coffee, Chris?
Oh, I don't like coffee. I have water sitting right here. I like water, and Prime Hydration by Logan Paul and KSI.
This dude.
Put that shit down. We are not getting paid.
Yeah, right? Don't be advertising anything. We're like Brock Lesnar up in this bitch at UFC, what was it, 100, Josh? When he's like, I'm going to go home and mount my wife and then drink some Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me any money.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, here's another thing I don't like, Josh, real quick. I don't like steak either.
I don't even know why you're on this podcast. I really don't. What?
Dude, I bring the energy to the podcast, man. I bring the energy.
You don't like steak, you don't like cheese, you don't drink coffee.
I don't.
You don't like ice cream.
That's right. I don't like alcohol either, really. I don't. So, I don't know if that matters to you.
Oh, then you're on the wrong podcast, babe. I don't know. You
Again, I like Prime Hydration by KSI Logan Paul. Buy it now.
Quit showing that. Josh done told you.
Yeah.
Logan Paul isn't giving us any of his money.
Not yet.
Oh God! You just drank it in a way that it showed up on there. You should
Dude,
have
I have to
leaned.
drink-
You should have leaned out of frame. Took a sip of that.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Oh, my.
So, anyways, Mary's crawling to the fucking house. She makes it inside.
It's pretty cool. Look, to me, this movie, like, the peak is right here. When they find Mary. And you know what? Kudos to the screenplay. She passes out on the porch. She's using the rocking chair to bang against the wall to get their attention. They come out. They see her. The dad being a doctor, you know. Like when she barely whispers to him like I can't breathe, he turns her over on her side.
Oh yeah,
Well, at first he cauterized the bullet wound.
he did.
It's pretty good effects there. She tells him she can't breathe. He takes a Windex bottle and he uses that knife that he cauterized her wound with and stabs it, and then puts the little
Tube, yeah.
I'm assuming
tube in her lungs. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I'm assuming she had fluid in her lungs.
yeah,
like that,
yeah. She had blood in her lungs. I really like that. I liked the Anton Chigurh dressing a wound scene. You know, like
Fucking bone is sticking out. Look at that fucking bone. Chris, did you like No Country for Old Men?
Sure.
You haven't seen it.
he hasn't seen it.
Oh my god. I don't even know what's going on here.
I have not. I will also say real quick for the podcast viewers, it is really convenient in this movie that her dad is the specific type of doctor he is to do this type of work, because they give you like a veterinarian or something, but no, this man's an actual like surgeon. It looks like, or some crap like that, so he can do human repairs like this. Like it's very convenient.
Human repairs.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what do a human repair? He repairing the human body. I mean,
He's like an auto mechanic.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's installing a new crankshaft.
He is.
Human repairs, guys.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Wait. Go ahead.
What?
No, I was gonna tell Josh you missed it. I was gonna say real fast before Billy continued. I said it's really convenient that her dad is a specific type of doctor to do the human repair type of thing he did on her. You know, like he just fixed her up. He could have been like a veterinarian or something like that, but he's like a surgeon type of
Have
thing.
you ever heard it referred to as human repairs? Like he's a fucking mechanic.
I love it though.
That's what it is. He's repairing the human body.
So
He's a human mechanic.
the mom finds the necklace, and then like Josh said, the dad finds out that she was raped because he's a doctor, and then John, being the dad's name, tells Emma, being the mom, that she was raped, and then Emma tells her about the necklace, and they piece it together,
Yeah.
like who's who, and then we get this fucking scene where they're sleeping and Justin takes the gun, and like Josh said, was his plan just to sit there with the fucking gun in his hand all night?
Yeah. Well, I think before that, didn't Aaron Paul woke up from the storm, right? That's before that happened. And
No, Justin takes the gun first.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, so he's has it in his possession for a while.
Yeah.
Because Krug gets up and goes to the bathroom or something. Justin takes the gun. Krug doesn't fucking notice it's missing when he gets back in bed. And then Aaron Paul comes into the house.
That's right.
And Aaron Paul made like a little throwaway comment earlier in the movie where he thinks that the mom likes him.
Oh yeah, it's like into her, yeah.
Yeah, and so he's trying to flirt with her or something, I guess, in this scene.
Yeah.
And this scene lacks any tension with the mom and Aaron Paul. She has two knives out, and then it's just he's like, "Well, do you want a beer?" Because she's trying to like fake seduce him, and then he was like, "Well, I'm hoping for something stronger. My husband's passed out because you drank it all. How about wine?" Gets the wine. Oh, you forgot wine glasses. I mean,
yeah,
it's a whole lot of filler. There's no tension in this scene.
And then she mentioned like adult beverage. I initially thought when she said adult beverage, she's talking about sex, but she did mention wine. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we call it, Chris. Whenever we want to have sex, we call it adult beverages.
Dude, I mean,
and you've established that you don't like adult beverages, so this tracks.
I like that adult beverage, just not the alcohol adult beverage. But yeah, I mean, What?
I call beer sex in the can. You know.
There you go. There you go. No, but yeah, there wasn't a lot of tension, but it did its job.
But no, it actually didn't do its job because there was no tension.
And so we're getting into the part where they start killing the bad guys, right?
That's right.
Now, whatever the movie does or doesn't do, or whether you like it or hate it or anything like that, I'm going to say this. It falls short on the comeuppance. Like, one thing that these fucking older movies, like I talked about, they made you feel uncomfortable, with the things that happens to their main characters, but they also paid it off. Like, have you seen I Spit on Your Grave, the original?
I haven't. No.
There's a scene in there. So it's a rape revenge movie, and the main character gets raped by a gang of people, and she survives, and she goes through and kills them one by one. One of the dudes she kills, you know how she fucking kills him? Cuts his dick off in a bathtub and lets him bleed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a satisfying revenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking struggling to kill Aaron Paul, though? Like, no. Like, if this... You and I both, Josh, are fathers to daughters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cutting dicks off, sticking it up their ass. Yeah. You talking about torture.
Exactly. You wouldn't have been satisfied with, just killing. You would have wanted to inflict punishment on him. And if you, once again, I hate to go back. Well, I don't hate to go back to it because, fuck it. I like talking. Going back to the beginning of the movie where they didn't establish that bond between the family,
Yeah.
You should, at this point, when this all comes to a head, you should be just chomping at the bit for this mother and father to inflict as much damage on these people as possible. And it doesn't.
You should be cheering the violence when it happens.
Exactly.
Like when they get there. Yeah. It should be a cathartic release. And like, because this movie is so scared to go there, or I don't know, maybe I think it was a victim of its time. 2009. It doesn't feel like they're really pushing these buttons, but like even when she attacks Aaron Paul, it would have been more cathartic. But again, this movie falls into these trope pitfalls. She had two knives there because he goes into the living room and he sees the daughter on the table. She decides to attack him with a goddamn wine bottle as opposed to the fucking knives in the throat. Like, it would have been cathartic for her to, like, just come up around him and stick that fucking knife in his eye. Mm-hmm. I mean, it would have bothered me a lot because, eye trauma and whatnot. But, like, what are we doing?
Hey, if this movie was directed by Fulci...
Oh, dude. Yeah.
There'd have been 3 eye trauma scenes, though.
Everybody gets an eye trauma scene. The rape would have had an eye trauma scene.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know why she used the wine bottle. She could use pretty much anything else, like a pan, a skillet, a knife, anything. Knock him out, something.
I did like that they stuck his hand in the trash compactor, but I just
yes.
But also, well, as much as I like that part, I'm still going back to like this. Like Josh said, this should be a release for you. They shouldn't have struggled this much with Aaron Paul.
No.
They should have just been like getting revenge and not having a back and forth tussle.
Yeah.
And that happens with like every single family member.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They all put up a pretty good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did like the claw hammer to the head.
That was
that was okay. I thought when I was watching this that they were just gonna drown him.
I did too.
Because that's what they're, and it's like what a cop out of a death.
He was smart because he pulled the water plug out of the sink. Yeah, he pulled that right out of himself, and then he almost saved himself. But then they,
Yeah,
his
they
hand
put
in
his
the
hand in the
grinder.
garbage disposal, and
yeah,
the movie shows you what a half a second of the hand
yeah.
as he falls down. They don't even linger on it.
Which, once again, they should have. Like I said, you want to see these bad things happen to these, or you're supposed to want to see these bad things happen to these people.
Yeah.
But, like, the movie didn't do a good job of making you want to see bad things happen to them. And then it doesn't do a real good job of delivering on the bad things happening.
No, and we'll get to it, and it's like when Krug finally like confronts his son. I wanted Krug to kill his son. Maybe I just wanted Justin to die, like from
Dude,
the
you hate
jump
this
in this
Justin
movie.
guy. You hate this Justin-
He's such a useless character. He's not needed.
Yeah, and he's not. You know, once again, I think you're supposed to have this idea that Justin's redeemed, but no. He sat by and watched a murder and rape. He's not redeemed because at this one moment he's like, oh, here's the gun. You know, kill my dad who abuses me.
All of it was pointless.
Well, without Justin, the family wouldn't have known that they were the bad guys. Without the little necklace, you know.
That feels like the only reason he's in this goddamn movie.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. That's probably true. And then when we get to it in a second, I do have a kind of a problem with the bedroom scene with the gun and everything. I guess that's
Well,
coming up next.
well, we're fucking there. Let's talk about it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Justin offers the gun to, what was his name again? John.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some noise made, and Sadie fucking wakes up, and he clips her, like in the
He
side
clips
of the
her in
neck.
the throat, yeah.
This is my problem right here. Why didn't he just shoot Krug first? Why didn't he shoot him first?
Well, she's the one who woke up first.
Well, I'm
She,
saying
or at least she sat up first.
yeah, she shot first, but he still could have shot him first. That would have been smarter because they killed the strong, dominant male first, then shoot the female if you want to. Like, she wasn't really any threat to him, really, you know?
Well, I mean, she fucking did work with that shower rod
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right.
till she got
But,
shot in the fucking eye.
Oh, yeah, that was a bit of an eye trauma right there. Wasn't that bad, but she did get shot in the eye. That was pretty good. That
And
was
then
satisfying.
I'll go ahead and tell you that during this moment, Chris was all excited because she was topless.
Oh yeah, this scene, and then way earlier in the movie, when we first introduced in the motel room, she just immediately pulls her top off. I'm like, all right, dude, we're doing.
Yeah,
something.
she does it as soon as she gets in the room.
That was great. That was great.
It felt like it was just for you, Chris.
It was for me. It was. They knew my style, dude. They know my style of movie watching.
4 stars.
Yes.
4 stars.
No,
4
5
stars.
stars. 5 stars.
5 stars.
5 out of 5, dude.
Daniel never gives out 5 stars. Chris is just about to give them out like candy.
You know what? I respect the hell out of Chris. He's like, hey man, I don't like the good stuff in life, like beer, pizza,
Yeah, right.
coffee,
Steak.
steak,
Adult beverages.
adult beverages. He loves titties though.
I do.
Loves
Tits and
titties.
ass. Tits and ass. Not sure which one I like more, but I like both.
Okay. Fucking let's get into the horny side of this podcast.
That's
Porn
right,
side.
dude. XXX, let's go. That's right.
John and Krug fight.
Yes.
And and this is what I'm gonna read you my note the way I got it written down.
Okay.
John and Krug fight. What I really want to see is John kick the shit out of Krug. Because that's what you should be. That's what it should be building up to.
Right.
It's him just fucking obliterating this dude, but it doesn't happen that way.
It's so funny. But again, like this script is just it's lacking in certain parts, and then it's just kind of dumb in a lot of parts because Krug's upstairs, John's downstairs. John doesn't know where he's at because this fucking country home is a mansion, and Krug throws something.
Wait a minute, is this
To
before or
distract-
after? Is this before or after Krug jumped out the window?
This is after.
No, this is
that-
before.
Is it before?
Is it because he leaves the guest house and doesn't he end up in the main house?
Yes, yes, you're right. He jumps out the window of the guest house. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the main house. He throws something to distract John to think he's somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay, I get that. He then immediately goes into the room and starts yelling out the window.
He does.
Like,
He does.
what the fucking, what was the goddamn point?
Yeah, well, yeah, so yeah, you're right. So Krug throws something to distract him. No, what happens is that he throws something, and then John walks into a room because he thought he had left the building again. He's going after his family, you know?
You're right, so he does
Yeah.
sneak attack him. He Pearl Harbors him.
Yeah, and Krug is in the corner right there, and then we see the lightning strike. We see him sitting in the corner right there, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. And he
Maybe,
attacks him.
you know what? I've been hard on this movie. 4 stars.
There you go. There you go. Dude, it has some good scenes, you know? Like, we all thought, man, he did leave the building, but he was right there the whole time.
Name a good scene that didn't involve titties, Chris. You can. There we go.
No, listen.
Chris is basing this on 2 shots of titties, a star per titty. 4 stars.
Dude, listen. Now, there's a good scene. The scene, again, the whole rape scene, I thought was acted pretty well. Like, it made you feel real uncomfortable. That was the whole point of that scene. And then, again, every scene with Justin involved, I love Justin. He's a great character.
You need to watch some of, like, either the original version of this or, like I said, I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah,
or,
I'll probably watch the original of this. I'll watch the original of this.
There was another one they showed on the last drive-in. I can't remember what it was. But those movies made you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And when I say I Spit on Your Grave, I don't mean the remake either, Chris.
The original?
Yes, I mean the original.
Oh, man. But, yeah, no, that was pretty good. And then also, I'm not going to say anything about it, but at the very end, there's a scene involving one of the main characters that was really good, too. I thought it was pretty good.
Well, we're there almost. If you want to talk about it, talk about it.
Okay. Well, at the very end, the movie, Garen Dilhunt's character gets his paralyzed.
Wait,
and then,
stop. Let's not talk about it right now.
Okay, well.
No, I'm just messing with you.
No, I'll wait. You said to wait. I'll wait.
Justin finally confronts Krug. He finally grows a set of balls. And to his credit, I guess, he tried to shoot him, but there was no bullets left.
Yes, he did. He did shoot him.
He gets stabbed for his trouble.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't. He did not fatally stab though, which is kind of weird. You would think he would kill him at this point.
Yeah, his character should have died. I'm with Josh. His character should have died.
His character should have never existed.
Well,
but yeah, if you're gonna have him here, fucking kill him. I would have cheered more over his death than the bad guys.
Because then at least, like, if he gives his life to try to rectify, like, his lack of action early in the movie, then you could be like, hey, he tried to do the right thing at the end, and he paid with his life. Maybe he wasn't such a bad guy after all, but he's got to die for that to happen. Otherwise, he's still just the asshole that set to the side while a rape and murder happened.
Yeah, he's still an accomplice. Yeah. So he's probably again, it's not really a spoiler or nothing like that, but we never see him go to jail or nothing either, which he should technically go to jail. So yeah.
Well, we can talk about jail when we get there. Because I got something to say about that. But yeah, so Krug, like, it's the final fight. It's, again, I know I'm just beating a dead horse. I'm just fucking repeating myself. There's no tension in the final fight. And, like, you're kind of left with blue balls because they just hit him a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And then you see him drive off in the boat and you're like, well, that was anticlimactic, That's like, for Chris, it's like showing a woman in a blouse and she don't take it off, You're like, well, what's the point,
Well, you find out that he paralyzed him. He comes
back. Because it's cutting back.
Yeah, he comes back and you find out that he paralyzed him. And this is what Chris was talking about. He sticks his head in a microwave and blows it up.
Yeah. That was great. I love that scene.
You know what would have been more satisfying?
What's that?
Is if you covered that man in honey and put him on top of an ant pile.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I thought it was good. My only, not really complaint, but like What kind of fucking microwave was he using, dude? That thing looked like it was 1 million BTUs or something.
Well, you see him fuck around with it earlier in the movie because he's trying to blame the brother on fucking it up.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's a son of a bitch. Hey, and listen, I don't know what the Connecticut laws are, but I don't think you can do that.
In terms of
I
what do you
think
mean?
I think the law is going to have something to say about you actively paralyzing the guy and then putting his head in the
Oh.
microwave. Like, it wasn't a crime of, like, in the heat of the moment. Like, you fucking,
Premeditated.
yeah.
You know what would have been more satisfying than a microwave kill?
What's that?
If he'd have took a pair of pliers and ripped his fingernails out.
Oh yeah, that'd been pretty good. He does slice him a couple of times with a razor blade, or like makes him bleed a little bit, and then
I gotta
puts
say,
it- what?
Bones watched too many Giallo movies. Like, it is fogging your brain. You love Fulci, man. You
know
love
what?
him.
Oh, dude. So we started one the other night and we didn't get to finish it, but apparently he has like a Western for the apocalypse.
Was this after Giallo?
I don't know.
It probably was before, because a lot of those Italian directors started out like with the spaghetti
Oh no,
westerns.
no, this is supposed to be violent though, like his horror offerings.
Yeah,
So we all need to watch it.
yeah. What's it called?
Oh,
For the Apocalypse.
that was the
For
one that
the
was banned,
Apocalypse.
right, Billy?
It's on Night Flight.
Yeah, that's one that was like banned in a couple countries, right?
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh, a good Giallo is going to get banned, and I mean that's how you know it's good. I know I'm not saying this is a Giallo, but you know what I mean.
I remember parts of it. I think I was trying to fall asleep during that movie. I would have.
You know what else would have been satisfying?
What's up?
If they'd have taken like bamboo shoots and hammered them
Oh
under his
Jesus! Stop!
You know what would have been even better? We have some eye trauma in this scene. They just poke like a needle through his eye or something, you know? Like each one. That'd be even better.
Josh, did you watch Audition? I think I
I
asked you.
haven't. No, I haven't. No.
Well, you only need to watch like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Me and you watched that, right, Billy?
Yeah, where he took the piano wire and sawed off, or she took the piano wire and
Oh.
sawed off a foot.
Yes. Oh, it was great, dude. That was so good. And she's like nee 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 the whole time. It's like just making fun of it. Basically, it's great.
And then she fucking cuts halfway through his other leg. And then
Yeah.
finally the sun shows up.
Yeah. Great.
Look at Josh cringing.
I know
yeah.
Josh would love it.
That's rough. That's rough.
Dude, Josh, you never need to watch any of the Saw movies, man, because you would, oh man, you would hate them. You hate the stuff we're talking about, man. Have you ever seen any of the Saw movies?
He's about to watch 4 through 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Man. But yeah, I mean, again, that's pretty much where the movie ends with the head exploding, and then they kind of ride off to the sunset with Justin, and mind you, again, which he should be in jail probably.
They should have threw that motherfucker in the lake.
Jesus.
What were you gonna say about jail earlier, Josh?
No, yeah, the dad's going to jail. You can't just fucking blow a guy's head off in a microwave like outside of that heat of the moment, like a premeditated murder. Yeah,
No, I mean they can say it was self-defense though.
that is not self-defense.
I mean-
Self-defense is shooting the girl in the eye. That's self-defense.
Oh man, I mean,
Like
look,
he
they're
took
never
his
gonna-
time with this guy.
No, they'll decide the buddy. No one
When we do our ratings, Chris is going last.
Okay,
'Cause-
hey, that's fine.
Because I got a feeling that we're going to be on two different sides of the coin here.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I think so.
You know,
Josh, Josh, give us your thoughts about it.
Okay, yeah. It's so funny though because like, and I don't know if this ever happens to you, Bone, and it rarely happens to me. For like once we start talking about a movie, you like it less, or you kind of like it more, you know. And talking through this, when I got done watching it last night, I'm like, okay, there's some things I liked, there's some things I didn't. And I think I'd originally rated it 2.5.
Oh.
And then as we're talking about it, I write down in my notes, no, this is 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started thinking about Justin. I'm like, this is a 1.5 star movie.
no, really?
Yeah. It's
Oh man.
this movie. It's tropes. It's like the thing you want from a rape revenge movie. This doesn't give you, so it's failed on that most basic level.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like Bone has said, like make the family lovable. If you're not gonna commit fully to the rape revenge, make the family lovable and let us hate the bad guys more.
Right.
And they don't do either of those. And then you got this AI creation of Justin, who is pointless, worthless. Just why is this character in the fucking movie? Yeah, and I made a list last night, Bone, and we were looking at these horror remakes from this time period. House of Wax, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, My Bloody Valentine, Carrie, Halloween, Amityville, Friday, Dawn of the Dead, Hills Have Eyes, Black Christmas, The Fog, The Stepfather, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Crazies, and Fright Night. This is bottom tier.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I will say this. I guess in defense of the movie, it's bottom tier, but it's not fucking Nightmare on Elm Street bottom tier.
Oh, I'd take Nightmare over this.
Would you?
Yeah.
When's the last time you watched that?
No, look, I know the problems. And when we eventually get to Nightmare, like I'm not gonna have a lot of good things to say about it. But this was just, again, a rape revenge movie without the revenge aspect that you're looking for.
Well, yeah, it was without a lot of things. And it's like you said, and yeah, while we were sitting here talking about it, I did. I think I changed mine too because I originally had 2 stars, but you bring up a lot of good, valid points, and I feel like 1.5 stars is probably a better. Because 2 stars is my baseline. That's where every movie I review starts. It starts at 2 stars, and if it's just a movie, it stays
there.
2 stars. If it does something more than that, then it moves up. If you're giving me a rape revenge flick without the revenge, or without the satisfying revenge that you want, then it's a problem. If you give me a rape revenge movie that doesn't make me feel sympathetic towards the main characters, we have a problem. And it doesn't do either of those things. I can think of another movie, and I've said the same movies over and over, so I'll bring up another movie. Have you seen The Accused? With Jodie
No,
Foster?
is that the Jodie Foster?
Yes.
No, I haven't. I want to.
That's an uncomfortable scene, and you, like, when it's done, you despise the people that's in that, like the people that did it.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see them just get what's coming to them. This movie doesn't do that. So, yeah, 1.5 stars for me. Chris,
Okay.
tell us
Yes.
why it's a 5-star classic.
Good titties and ass. There
4
we go.
titties.
That's right. the 4 titties. So it's got 4 stars already, and then 5 stars for sure. No, I mean, I would,
Chris, if a movie has titties, what's your baseline?
Oh, bro, those titties. It's an immediate 3-star movie immediately.
Okay.
Probably,
okay.
and it goes up from there. Maybe more than that. Dude, that has like no titties, bro. I mean, it's just I don't know about that.
He gives it that half-star deduction like Joe Bob.
What Schindler's List lacked was titties.
Oh no. Oh,
4.5 stars.
oh no. Okay. No, so I would give this movie probably. I was thinking 3 stars, but the more we talked about, maybe 2.5. But I like some of the scenes. I'll probably give it a 3.
Hey, be true to yourself. Yeah.
That's right. I get it
all
a 3
good.
probably. I think you could have taken advantage of a longer runtime. They had it more fleshed out and stuff like that.
This movie was almost like an hour 50, man.
I know.
It didn't need to be longer. It just needed to do different shit with what it had.
It need to be succinct.
Well, I mean, it did have like a 2 hour and 30-minute runtime. We could have more background stories from the
That'd
characters.
have been too long.
That'd have been a 1-star movie.
Man, no, it was not bad. No, you guys haven't seen a 1-star movie, bro. You have never seen a 1-star movie. Like what?
Yeah.
Give me one.
You gotta go through my fucking letterbox to find one.
Have you guys ever seen a Wrinkle in Time from
Scream
Disney?
5, Scream 6 are 1-star movies to me. The Black Phone was a 1-star movie. I've seen 1-star movies played.
You motherfucker.
You guys ever seen A Wrinkle in Time from Disney? That movie was trash, dude.
No.
I wanted to walk out of the theater when I saw that movie, dude. It was so bad.
I wish I could. Oh, you know what? I gave Venom Let There Be Carnage a 0.5 star.
Oh, yeah, I saw that in your list. Yeah. That movie wasn't that bad.
That movie sucked.
Oh, man.
I gave The Predator 1 star.
Man.
That movie's better than 1 star.
The Predator?
Yeah.
With Joel
I
Kinnaman?
know. Wait, no. That didn't have Joel Kinnaman. Did it?
There's a lot of Predator movies. Which one are you talking about?
The
What
Predator,
year?
they had like the Super Predator, did. Right? Or no, it wasn't Joel Kinnaman.
It was
guy.
Boyd Holbrook.
Yeah, they're interchangeable.
Nah, I like Boyd Holbrook.
They're interchangeable. That movie was 1 star. That movie sucked. I gave Suicide Squad 1.5 star. That was probably being generous.
Now I'm curious as to what I gave 1.5 star. Hang on.
I gave No Country for Old Men 5 stars.
There you go.
I haven't. Apparently, I haven't.
Given anything 1 star? Oh,
I gave Scream 6, Cocaine Bear.
Deep Star 6 got a 0.5 star.
Oh, my.
Um,
What'd you give Cocaine Bear, Josh?
I gave it 1.5, I think. No, 1.5. Yeah.
Oh, I've got to go back and fucking revise the review. This is.
What'd you do?
I gave The Barbarians 1 star.
Oh yeah, that's like 3 stars.
Yeah, if this is a 1.5 star movie,
I agree. Barbarians is
that's 4 stars.
I got to revise that. I gave Scream 5 and 6 half and 1 star. Black Phone 1 star.
Firewalker gave it a 0.5 star.
It's probably better than that.
Do
Not
you know-
by much.
I was gonna say, you don't remember Firewalker? We were pretty hard on it.
I gave it Chapter 2 1.5.
There's that bad?
I gave Christmas Evil 1 star.
Christmas Evil should be 5 stars. What are you talking about, Billy?
I gave The Dirt half a star.
Oh man, I look back on some of these now with the rating I gave this movie, and I feel like maybe I was too hard on them. But I'm not going to go back and change. They're rated what they're rated. It is what it is. And Last House on the Left 2009 sucked.
That is subjective. Yeah, it sucked.
You just gave it 3 stars.
I know. That doesn't mean it's super good. It's average, but it's not the greatest movie I've ever seen. But it's nice to have other perspectives. I thought it could improve on some stuff for sure, but it had titties, so immediate 3 stars for me. Immediate.
We have established that's his baseline.
Yeah.
It is, dude. I'm telling, dude. The movie we watched the other night, Blood Harvest. That movie gets a 4 stars from me, bro. It gets 4 stars, dude. I'll tell you what, man. That movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets 4 stars. You know why, Billy?
What if one of these movies we watch is a titty covered in cheese?
2.9. 2.9.
Okay, so the titty outweighs the cheese.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Very much. Yeah.
Wasted.
It also depends on what type of cheese there is. If it's like American cheese, maybe. But if it's like blue cheese, nah, I'm not into that. So it depends on the cheese type. So there's a limit. I draw the line somewhere.
Well, everybody has, it's nice to know that you know your limits.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So, That was Last House on the Left. Chris loved it. Me and Josh hated it. We may not ever have Chris on this podcast again because of this.
No. Don't be like that.
This was your audition, and you blew it.
No, I thought it was the remake, dude. I didn't know it was the original we were gonna watch. Maybe we should have watched the original.
Wait,
We watched the remake. You got that backwards.
I know. Oh well, I was saying like I didn't know we were supposed to watch the original. Like I thought we were supposed to watch the remake. Yeah, I had no idea. It didn't specify a year in the list, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Let me.
You gotta make the assumption.
All right, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's your turn to pick the state. Boom.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the fucking list again. And I may ask for your opinions.
Mm-hmm. I'll have the best opinion. Trust me. You
doubt
can trust
that.
my opinion. You can trust my opinion.
I doubt that. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I got the list. Alabama's Body Snatchers. I would like to do Alaska, but I think Daniel would want to cover that one with us.
What is that?
30 Days a Night.
Never seen it.
Chris wanted to do Deliverance, but we'd already covered that.
Yeah, Deliverance was my first choice, actually. I didn't know you guys had already covered it.
Yep.
The Crazies is really good from Iowa. Never seen that before. That one's amazing. That was actually really good. It Follows Michigan. That's good. I've heard from somebody that The Beast Within is really good. From Mississippi, you know?
That must have been a different podcast. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do something a little lighter.
Okay.
We're gonna do Critters.
Critters.
From
I've
Kansas.
never seen it. I've never seen it.
Kansas.
Have you seen it, Josh?
Years ago.
Okay.
Years ago. This is coming off the Gremlins craze.
Yep.
We got Ghoulies and Critters, and
Yep.
I think part 3 is DiCaprio's first movie.
Yeah. And Joe Dante even made a comment about it. He's like on In Search of Darkness, one of the volumes. I can't remember which one, but you know, he's talking about like out of all the Gremlin rip-offs.
Knockoffs.
Yeah. He's like Critters was the best, and then he had also said he's like, but who am I to say anything about that? Because my first movie was a Jaws ripoff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And Spielberg came out and said like Piranha was the best of the Jaws ripoffs. And I like Piranha. Yeah. But yeah, I think Critters.
What?
Critters would be fun to talk about because
Yep.
Critters knows what it is.
Yeah.
And I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
And it's
too,
got Dee
so-
Wallace in it.
Yeah, Dee Wallace and I think maybe one more person of note.
I want to say I think the kid in that movie has a punchable face, if I remember correctly.
One of them does. I know for a fact. Yeah, one of them definitely. I mean, it could be the second. It might be the first one because I think the second one they bring back the kid.
Christ.
Critters has Dee Wallace, Emmett Walsh, Billy Green.
Emma Walsh. There we go. Yes.
Plays Harv. Whoever that is. But yeah, I'll be down to watch because I've never seen it. So yeah, I wasn't even born when this movie came out. You guys were, so.
All right. So Critters is next. Any final words? Anything you want to say, Chris, before we cut this off?
All right, I want to say two things. One, I've never seen the Goonies, so I just want to say that real quick. Also, second thing is, I'm hoping I get brought back, guys, because I'm the party of this podcast. So maybe I'll see you guys next time if I'm invited back. But I've had a great time being here. I love you guys. That's it.
It's Valentine's Day.
That's
Josh,
right.
sweet.
anything else, buddy?
I ain't got shit to say.
Yeah, me neither.
This movie
Fuck
can
Justin.
go
Right?
kick rocks.
Fuck Justin.
All right,
That's right.
guys. Well, we thank everybody for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Love you guys.
Let me download this a couple times. So do we want to try to do? Well, up to you guys.
Dude, Bill, you know what's bad?
I'm
Sorry,
still.
I
on
didn't mean to
the-
interrupt you.
do
I
what?
didn't mean to interrupt you. You ended it right before 2 hours on Twitch. We're still streaming on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, we are still streaming on Twitch. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about this. This isn't a big deal.
So-
Do we want to try to do Critters this week?
I'm fine with that.
We can.
What
Yeah.
day?
I'm down for whenever. Don't matter to me. Whatever works out for you guys.
You want to do Thursday? Well, Friday morning?
It's more like tomorrow midnight for us, you mean? Is that what you mean?
What's the day? Today's Tuesday.
Today's-
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Wednesday.
No. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah. So
For
like it's
me.
more like right, because you're in the future. Because
It's Wednesday for us now, too.
Yeah, it's Wednesday for us now too. I'm saying, are you talking about today at midnight or tomorrow at midnight for us, Billy?
Tomorrow at midnight.
Okay. Yeah, so like Thursday at midnight. I mean that'd be fine.
Is this going to be tomorrow morning? This is so confusing for me. Is this
No.
tomorrow morning for
It'll
me?
be it'll be Friday morning for you.
Friday morning. Yeah, sure. All good.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fine.
think. I'll let you. I'll check and I'll let y'all know immediately. It should be fine for me.
Yeah. Yeah, the more podcasts we can do, the better you guys get more popular, you know? I'm helping you guys out here, you know? Get you guys on that train, man. Gotta get that money.